What do you say, Benny? Let's see, it says only, that's 65 pounds. That should be no problem, huh? Let's see. Holy smokes. What scale do they use? Well, let me see. Oh, you could cut a hole in the floor, huh, Benny, and lower it down? Oh, I guess the battle's going to begin right here. Okay. Welcome back. Well, I'm in my kitchen today, but I'm not going to be doing any cooking. I was hoping to get this big box downstairs, but I'm not going to be cutting a hole in the floor, and I don't want to bother calling my grandkids to come over here and hoist it down there for me. So we'll unbox it right here and take a look. This is going to be quite a thing to view. I know that I've got a little bit of work ahead of me, but let's do this together. This is a Frankford Arsenal X-10 progressive reloading press. Now, I ordered this last September. We're talking about a year ago, almost a year ago now. And, you know, it was a brand new production that just was released in 2022. And as in all brand new things, they had some bugs to work out, I'm sure. And I understand that there were a few small issues that they attended to and remedied. So I presume that what I got just recently via UPS is the new, updated, and improved model in all ways. So let's open it up and see what we got. Where's my knife? There we go. What do you think, Benny? Huh? Oh yeah, you love opening boxes, huh? Great stuff. Keep an eye on things, Benny. And it says heavy package. I guess so. And it was just one UPS guy that brought it in, but he's apparently ate more Wheaties than I did. Oh, let's see. Well, that looks like a fancy box. And it's pointed right at you. Look at that. Frankford Arsenal X-10 progressive press. Wonder how we can get it out of here. I don't think we can. I'm going to cut this box down. Carefully as I can. Good grief, that's heavy. That's got to be more than 65 pounds. My goddaughter weighs more than that, and I pick her up with no trouble. Okay. Well, that's some handsome looking packaging. I guess that's a mounting template. Very nice. A mounting template so I can, and it's got, you can see it's got holes in it so that they can be drawn onto a bench, I guess, or a mounting plate. I'm going to mount this, I think, directly onto my bench. I don't have any fancy requirements other than wherever I mount it, it's going to stay put. And this is so much thanks to my Patreon donors. My Patreon donors paid for this. And actually it was quite a bargain. I got it on sale for $8.99. Look like these are magazines to load primers. I'm very familiar with this sort of thing because I use that sort of magazine loading system for years ago. When I was a youngster working for the police department as a police officer, I was loading with a then quite sophisticated Star Universal progressive press, loading 38 specials. So progressive presses, what do you think there, Benny? Huh? This is interesting. I'm going to guide you along insofar as I can recognize things from some of the videos that I've seen. That's a primer feed. That's heavy. That's quite heavy. I would say that's by itself, that's a pound and a half. It's all metal and quite dense. Another one. There's packing oil throughout this. Everything nicely wrapped. And this is that saran wrap film, I call it. Being used on everything. I mean, lumber is coming bundled with this stuff now. It's an incredible discovery how you could turn such a flimsy product and a lightweight product into a very useful packing material, packing medium. Let's see if I can get this out. That, well, I don't recognize what oh, I think that's, based on what I've seen in other videos, that's the coupler that holds the case feeding system aloft. And that would be a case feeding tube. I suspect there might be something else attached to this if they packed it like a lot of places do. Is there anything underneath it? Nada. Put that aside. And certainly I recognize this is a case feeder. And that by itself that's heavy. You know what? I'm gonna get the scale out and just weigh some of these components out there. This is heavy. So this is the automated case feeder. I know, Benny. I know. It's exciting. Well, today was a day that I had hoped to get out with some freshly loaded ammo that I loaded up with you for the 45 Colt Gold Cup National Match. You know, we may still be able to get out later on today and do both. So, huh, Benny? Yeah, he's a good boy. Can you tell the folks what you think? Huh? He's a good boy, yeah. Okay, let me see if I can take this bag off without dropping something there. I know. It is exciting, huh? I know. Well, there's a automated case feeder, and I think there are components packed within that. See what's inside that. Well, we'll take that out as we need it. Oh, I see the powder hopper. Everything I'm handling here is quite heavy. Let me just turn this camera around so you can see what I'm taking out. Let's see what's in here. we got a, looks like a bullet tray. And inside that bullet tray is another package. This is like opening a, this is like opening one of those Russian dolls. One thing is inside another. And here, well, it's an electrical plug. It has the shape of a, European 220 plug, so I'm not exactly sure what that is about. And screws. We've got some flanged, look like stainless steel nuts. And there's a plate. I think that's the kick plate for the cartridges as they are expelled. Here we've got some more. This is a DC plug. So that's, I'm sure that's the AC power adapter for the case feeder and for whatever. Some cords with gold-plated contacts too. Those are mini phono jacks. I know those from my time working with stereo equipment through the years. And we've got a USB-C to USB 1, USB-A plug. I think it's USB-A these days. They changed the designation. And here's a non-polarized USB adapter. In other words, non-polarized. It doesn't have a larger prong. So that's that. Everything I take out of this is reducing the weight. I got some desiccant silica gel. Don't feed that to your animals. See, this is the powder hopper. Very nice, and it's got a damper inside to equalize the powder weight. Put that up here, and more packaging. This is never going to get repackaged, I don't think. Press accessory kit. So what do we have in here? We've got 2 of them. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at here. I think this has to do with, I'm not sure if that has to do with case feeding. So we'll learn about that as time goes on. And what we've got here? Oh, we've got some nice. It's a nice wrench kit. I think these are the case retention buttons. And I know from watching some descriptive videos that these are the swaging, the primer pocket swaging rods. So that's going to be quite interesting. This machine comes with its own internal primer pocket swaging system, which is really nice. I've got two case feeding trays here. One is for rifle. I believe this one here is for rifle. And this one here is for pistol from what I've seen, and I think that's reversible. Oh, this is nice. This is heavy. This is not a toy piece of plastic here. This is heavy duty, very, very dense. I'm liking it so far. I mean, for the sale price that I purchased this with Patreon donors funds, there's a lot of bang for the buck here, just if you count the weight alone. So yeah, I'm going to weigh that up and see just what that comes to. Carefully put it up here on this table. Got the operating handle. My, that's all steel, and that's 3 pounds of steel right there. And oh, it's got a, look at this, roller handle. Wow. I'm getting a little bit intrigued by all this, to say the least. And this is very heavy. This is, wow, this is the powder measure. And I'm going to get out the scale and do some weighing here, because this is just incredibly heavy and dense. This is not made of inexpensive materials. Carefully get it out of here. I don't want to drop anything, break anything. I think the floor would break before this did. This is heavy. This is all, it feels like it's all cast aluminum. Very, very heavy. It's got a micrometer dial on the, oh, and it's nicely dampened. That turns with some nice, oh, the smoothest friction. Very nice. I'm not going to be moving things around till I know what I'm doing. But that's, I'm going to go get that scale right now. Okay. I've got my Accutech scale out here. This is extremely accurate. I mean, this is precisely accurate, I should say. It's against my local postmaster's scale. It's right on the button to the ounce. So put that in view. I'm going to first of all measure that powder measure. This is just the lower half of it, naturally. 3 pounds, 14.5 ounces. That's heavy. What did I say this way? I said that this weighs, sorry, I think I said 3 pounds. I can't get it all on there, I guess. Yeah. Well, 1 pound, 11.3 ounces for that rod. The priming assembly, that's 1.5 pounds. 1 pound, I'm sorry, 1 pound, 4.7 ounces. And that case feeding drum, I gotta stand on my head. 10 pounds, 3.8 ounces for the, just for the head, for the case feeder. Oh. Now for the pièce de résistance. Get out the, this is where the weight is, right here. This may not be all of it either. I'm going to slide this out where I can really get at it. Get my body over it. Oh, man, this is heavy. This is where it is. This is all cast iron. Cast iron, holy smokes, this is heavy. It's like lifting up a small engine block. Oh. And this goes up to 50 pounds, this scale. Oh, So it went over 50 pounds. That's how heavy that is. Let's lighten it up a little bit, take this plastic off it. When I meet my demise someday, those who are tasked with packing this up will have to follow my video. Is there any way I can lighten that up to actually weigh it? Let's see. That would break the floor if I'm not careful. Nay, I don't think so. Well, that is well over 50 pounds. Let's see if there's anything else in that box. I suspect there is. This feels a little bit heavier than your average styrofoam packing. And I thought I was, yep, this is the case feeder supports. And those are heavy aluminum. This is a lot more press than anything I've ever seen heretofore. I think I got it all now. Put that back in here. Well, on second glance, I can reduce this in part by removing the tool head. It's a die tool head here. Now that takes either a 15/16 or, which is almost the same as 24 millimeter. 15/16 is just a tiny bit more precise. I'll put this on its side where I can apply some leverage. Move this out of the way. Yeah. And please, I don't recommend, I know people sometimes take shortcuts by using crescent wrenches, so-called, adjustable wrenches, but you really don't want to do that. You're going to mar. They're going to slip. They don't have that holding power that a socket wrench or a... Let's see, that's a long bolt. That's a long bolt. Everything's well lubed from the factory. Very, very well lubed. There we go. That's sprung up with some authority. There we go. So, well, I'll be reading this through and through thoroughly. I'm awaiting I haven't yet decided what shell plates I'll get for this. Actually, these are the case retention pins right here. So that's the spring loaded. That's kind of a neat. Invention. That's nice. You just push those down, and you can remove a case directly from the shell holder. But I've got to determine what shell holder or holders that I desire to use. One that fits the 223 also fits 300 blackout. 222, anything of that case size. 45 ACP will also hold standard 3006 size case heads like 308 and things like that. So I can load from my M1A. I can load from my Mini 14 or AR-15, 45, whatever I want to load for. So I'm going to have to determine what I will get for the actual shelf plates. But that is one fantastic unit. Let me weigh that now and just see how much that weighs. I mean, I'm looking at machine work there. That's oh, this is Class A stuff. This is not Mickey Mouse. Okay, let's put this up on the without the tool head. And you can also get separate tool heads if you don't want to transfer your dies from one to the other. But you know, I'm not that adverse to doing that. I'm measuring here 44 pounds, 6.7 ounces just for this lower portion of the press. That's an immense press. And this one, with the bolt in place, this measures, get it all on there so it 7.10 ounces. I mean 7 pounds 10 ounces for that. Amazing. So there we go. Quite a lot in that box, and I'm really looking forward to rigging it up, and shouldn't take long to get the appropriate shelf plate that I want. I think I'll start out with my M1A and 45 ACP, courtesy of my Patreon donors that have been so fantastic helping me along with these projects that I can bring you. So that's the Frankford Arsenal X-10 progressive reloading press. I'm very impressed, very impressed. I can't wait to get that shelf plate, or maybe a couple, so I can do 223s. But in the meantime, I've got to turn my attention to getting out and doing some shooting. I'm looking at the sky, and you know, it's one of those days that we've had in this record-breaking rainy summer that has really we've been beset with terrible rainy weather all through the summer and spring. But I may be able to get out today, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to find out how those rounds shoot in this Colt Gold Cup National match, and I think it'll be a good something will come of it that will be quite pleasing. Bullseye powder, good match grade bullets. So thanks again to my Patreon donors. You've been a blessing to me to help me get the things I couldn't possibly bring to you without your help. And Benny is doing super good. He's an old guy. He's 12 and a half years old now. So but he's doing well. He's getting a little bit gimpy in the hind end and everything. But we're having a good time together. We have fun together all the time. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Smash that thumbs up button right now so you don't forget, and please subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit the bell so you know when I'm around. God bless.